Well, as the graphic says, welcome back to the show, and a special welcome to this guy, Jeremy Hoeck of the Yankton Press in Dakotan. We're talking 11-man football now. You take on the coaching change at O'Gorman 11 AAA as really being the biggest thing to talk about, really, in 11-man football, don't you?
That's probably the biggest storyline, I think, in 11 AAA is Jason Poppinga taking over at O'Gorman. We haven't seen that at O'Gorman in what, how many years? 30 years or something? Steve Keeter was there. So this is new territory for everybody up at O'Gorman. I think there are probably a lot of fans curious to see, what are you going to change, Jason? What are you going to stick with the old style that's worked for so many years?
Wait a minute. You know the answer to that.
Yeah, we all know the answer to that, yeah.
Season passing records are going to be broken in the first 4 weeks.
That's right.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Career records within a year? All right, so who do you like in 11 AAA?
Well, I think the easy answer would be you could probably pick anybody from Sioux Falls. I like what Roosevelt brings back.
Me too.
You know, with Torrin Devericks, I think there's not a lot of experience there, but I think just on paper, what they have back probably would lead them to be the favorite. Brandon Valley also has a lot back, so I think maybe Roosevelt, Brandon Valley right now.
Well, in AA, you've seen quite a little mini dynasty here as Yankton's won back-to-back titles, though they're only a couple inches from maybe being back-to-back runner-ups. How do the Bucks look this year? How does AA look this season?
I think honestly, of all the 11-man classes, 11 AA is by far the widest open. It's the anybody could win that one seriously from the start of the season. I think every team could say we've got a shot at the title. Yankton graduated a lot. You guys know they were very senior-led last year. Pierre was very senior-led. There's a lot of teams that lost quite a few starters. So at the beginning of the season, first 2, maybe 3 games, whoever starts out 2-0, 3-0, 2-1, you might look at the favorite just because it's so wide open.
And watch for Mitchell, in addition to some
might
of the
be
other
the dark
names that
horse.
you might think. Yeah, absolutely. All right, 11A to me, that's always the toughest one to pick.
Sure. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, you've got teams like Madison. The state champs. They graduated quite a bit. West Central, another team that graduated a lot. I mean, from there, you probably look at a team like St. Thomas More. They weren't that far. If you guys remember in the playoffs last year, they lost kind of a heartbreaker to Lennox.
Parkston a couple of years ago.
Yeah, so they've had some tough luck in the playoffs, but they returned quite a bit too. So I think maybe they could be maybe the class of the West River out there for 11A.
And finally, looking at 11B, who do you think could get to the Dome from that group?
I really like what Winter has back. I think of all the 11-man classes, we said AA is the most wide open. I think 11B is probably one. You'd be safe to pencil in Winter.
I think we all agree on that one.
Yeah, that'd be the winning pick.
I think so too.
The winning pick. They were fun to watch last year. Hey, thanks, Jeremy.
Yes,
Appreciate
thank you.
your time. The Bucks open the season with Brookings Friday night at Crane Youngworth Field, by the way. When we come back, we're going to talk 9-man football, maybe talk about this guy a little bit. That's Lincoln Gibbs next.